Okay, good evening Facebook. Let me just sort this camera out a little bit and then we will get on with today's card and affirmation of the day. As always, I'm going to start with the affirmation of the day, and today's affirmation is I am free. And it's something that we don't think about. We don't say to ourselves every day, I'm free, right? Because we're too busy in this rat race that we live in, running around, doing everyone else's work, everyone else's bidding. And we don't think about our own freedom and what we have. We're all busy complaining about the lives that we have and what we don't have. But one thing that we do have, and one thing that we always will have, is our freedom. We have the freedom to choose the things that we want to do. We've got the freedom to choose the things we want to say. We choose our words and our actions. They're nobody else's words and actions. They are our words and actions. And we alone are responsible for those words and actions. When I think of I am free, the affirmation I am free, and I think about what am I free to do? I'm free to be able to be at home every day with my wonderful partner, because I have my own spiritual healing and health and beauty business that I do from home. I choose my own hours of work. If I want to take a day off, I'm free to take a day off. If I want to go on holiday, I don't have to plan annual leave. So I have the freedom to live my life the way that I want to live it. And I got that freedom because I lost my vision and I had to give up a full-time job. And at first it was devastating to realize that you have to give up work, you have to give up a full-time job. But then when I realized the gifts that I do have, the gifts of healing, the gifts of being able to read for other people, to do cards of the day every single day for other people, to send Reiki healing to those in need, to make beautiful jewellery, dream catchers that have Reiki healing in them to help others. And I can do all of this in the comfort of my own home. I don't have to go to a store to buy my cosmetics. I get them delivered straight to my door. I don't have to worry about whether they have chemicals in them. I already know that they don't, because they wouldn't be part of the Mystic Witch if they did. So I have the freedom to choose chemicals or no chemicals, and I choose no chemicals. I am free to love myself unconditionally. I don't have to answer to anyone. I live every day making me happy, because when I know that when I'm happy, that happiness radiates on others. I'm free to be a mom, to be a gran. I'm free to not have to worry about road tax, parking, etc., etc. I can't see to drive, but I can get around just like everybody else using public transport. I'm free to choose my own tribe, and I'm free to choose the people who support and uplift me just as much as I support and uplift them. But I'm also free to choose the people that do not fit my purpose, that do not fit into my tribe, that do not fit my circle of friends. I'm free to choose all of that. I am free to choose whether I follow man-made laws and rules, which I don't. I use my intuition. My intuition tells me what is right and what is wrong. I don't need man-made laws to do that for me. I choose natural ingredients, natural medicines, herbal medicines, over pharmaceutical medicines, because I'm free to do so. Freedom of choice. I'm free to choose makeup that is chemical free and that helps my skin, helps my hair, helps my nails. There's a lot of things when I sit down and think of the affirmation, I am free. Today I did a post where I noted 7 things that I am free to do. I could probably make a lot more. But that's because I took time to sit down and think of that affirmation. I wake up in the morning and I think, okay, what's today's affirmation? I am free. There are so many people in this world that don't have the freedoms that I have. But I'm blessed to be able to have the freedom and the free will that I have, when so many don't. I'm blessed to be able to help those in need, whether they need a reading that will bring them comfort from losing a loved one, whether it's helping someone who needs healing because they are sick. Reiki knows no boundaries. It's a universal healing energy that can be directed anywhere to anything and anyone in this world. And I have the freedom as a Reiki master teacher to be able to do that, to be able to send healing. Not just to send healing, but the freedom to be able to put healing into anything. I put healing into my handcrafted jewellery. I put healing into my dream catchers that I hand make, like this one. I can heal my partner when he's sick. I can heal my parrots when they are not feeling too great. That's a gift I have, a blessing, and that I'm blessed with every day. I'm blessed to be able to have the gift of healing, the gift of seeing and communicating with spirit. And I'm blessed to be able to say, I am free. Not many people can do that. So my challenge for you today is give yourself the affirmation, I am free. Then think of just 7 things that you're free to do. 7 things that if you really wanted to do, that nobody could stop you doing. That could be, I'm free to love myself unconditionally. I'm free to go out whenever I want to go out. I have my liberty, I have my freedom. And you might think it's easy to think of 7 things, but it's quite thought-provoking. Because if you don't think of these things on a day-to-day basis, it's only when you stop and take stock and actually think about these things that you realise just how free you are. And if you're not free to do the things that you want to do, how can you change that? Take steps and plans to change that. Maybe you don't like going to work every day. Well, how can you find a way where you don't have to go out to work every day? Maybe you can turn a hobby into a job. My passion is healing the earth using natural products. I was fortunate to be able to come across a wonderful company called Avira. And through that company, I was able to make a small income just by working from home, using the products that I already buy and love from Avira for myself, the lipsticks. This is all Avira makeup. I wouldn't trust any other makeup. I wouldn't trust any other product than Avira, because I found what suits me, what suits my skin. I can't do chemicals. And to find products that I can use every day without the worry of it irritating my skin, without the worry of it irritating my eyes or my lips, I just find that is so freeing. So I hope that this affirmation will help you today. So going on to my card of the day. When I came into my reading room today, these cards were all over the floor. I guess our house spirits have already decided what cards I am using today. So I'm not going to argue with them. The moon cards it is. So I'm just going to give them a good old shuffle because they have been on the floor. This is the most haunted room in our home, and it's where I keep my altar. My altar is at the, I don't know if you can see it, but I have an altar right at the back, and I do all my spiritual work there. I'll sometimes do all my healing work here as well, and sometimes do my craft in here. And it has some lovely spiritual residence in this room. So sometimes I come in, the music box is maybe playing away to itself, or there's a card on the floor, or there's cards on the floor. But I love that. I love that we have mischievous spirits in our home. We've yet to meet them all. We've only been here about a year and a half. But we love our little bungalow. It's an old building, and it has several spiritual residents. So let's shuffle these and split these cards and see what the moon card of the day has to say. If you're watching my video on replay, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube, hashtag replay, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what you think of the affirmation. Let me know what you think of the cards of the day. I will reply to all comments, as I always do. You'll also find mini readings of this reading on Instagram and TikTok. Just look up The Mystic Witch or at The Mystic Witch and you will find me. Or look at my website, which I will put above this video. It has all the links to where you will find The Mystic Witch. So let's just shuffle these cards and see where we go from here. Okay. Can't believe we're on Wednesday already. Where has the day gone? Where has the week gone? Nothing is yet set in stone. Alright? Nothing is yet set in stone. Right? So maybe you've made plans to do something and it's turned out wrong. It's not the end of the world. You can start again. You can start over. If at first you don't succeed, try again, right? Because nothing is yet set in stone. Nothing is complete until you have decided that it is finished, that it is ended. Nothing is yet set in stone. It's never too late to change your mind about something. Maybe you've made up your mind about something and you went to do it and you get cold feet, right? How many of us have maybe decided we're going to go on holiday, especially before COVID hit, and then it's like, I'd love to go on holiday, but I'm going to put it off until the COVID's gone. The holiday isn't set in stone. I can always cancel it. I can always reschedule. It's not finalised. And until it is finalised, until it is set in stone, you can change it. You can alter it. So whether it's buying a house and you have cold feet about it, you can change that and you can alter it. Maybe it's a relationship that you thought was really, really going to work, and then you're realising it wasn't as strong a relationship as you thought. It's never too late. You know, this reminds me when I first married my ex, and I instinctively knew I was probably making a mistake, and so did my parents. And I remember when I was leaving the house and my father turned around and said, "It's not too late to back out. It's not too late to stay home and to say I'm not doing it." But at the time I thought, my parents have spent a lot of money on this wedding. How can I then say I'm not going through with it? And I went through with it. On hindsight, had I taken his advice, then I wouldn't have put myself through 30 years of abuse and harassment. It hadn't been set in stone. I could have changed that. And I chose not to. However, even marriages aren't set in stone. Even after 30 years, I realised it was the wrong move. I wasn't happy. I met someone who filled my needs. I met my soulmate. My marriage wasn't set in stone. I had the freedom and the choice to get divorced, and I did. And I'm so glad I did, because almost 8 years later, I've been happy with the same partner for 8 years, and I wouldn't change him for the world. Nothing was set in stone. I had the choice to leave abuse behind, and I did. So if it's a relationship that's not working out, remember, it's not set in stone. If it's not filling your needs, if it's not making you happy, if it's only making one side of a person or relationship happy, then sort it out between you or let it go. Because it's not yet set in stone. Maybe you've applied for a job and you went for the interview and the job wasn't quite what you thought it would be. And you're hoping that they write and say you haven't got the job, but they write and tell you you've got the job. It's not set in stone. You've not started yet, so you can change that. And you can go for another job. Maybe you're in a job and you want to change and you want to work from home. Again, nothing is set in stone. We can quit our jobs anytime we want to quit our jobs. And we can start again. You know, even the best artists can start a masterpiece and make one mistake on canvas. But that's okay. They can paint over and start again. The painting's not set in stone. It's not complete until you say it's complete. It's not set in stone until you're satisfied that it is. So this card comes to anyone today who feels that they've made a mistake somewhere along the line, or nothing's turning out as it should have turned out. Remember, it's not set in stone. You can choose a plan B, C, D, E, F or G, or you can simply scrap it and start again. The choice is yours, and it's not set in stone until you are satisfied that that's what works for you. I hope this resonates with you today. Thank you for joining me every day for my cards of the day. Please go along to my YouTube channel, The Mystic Witch, and subscribe so that you don't miss any of my cards of the day. If you're on Instagram or you're on TikTok, give me a like and a share, because if I get 1,000 followers on there, I can go live on there and do full readings rather than the mini readings on Instagram and TikTok. But unlike Facebook, they won't allow me to do that until I've got 1,000 followers. Thank you to everyone who follows and supports the Mystic Witch. You don't know how much your support means to me. So I want to take this opportunity of thanking all my followers, of thanking everyone who takes the time to watch my videos, who takes the time to comment, and who takes the time to share. You are all amazing, and I just want to say thank you. Have a great Wednesday evening. Love and bright blessings from myself, Lady Moonlight. Take care. See you all tomorrow. Bye for now.